What's going on, people? Welcome to United View. Good morning. Welcome to your Transfer View show. Bang on 9, 2 minutes past. But you lot know what it is. You lot know what it is, man. Good morning to you lot. Hope you lot are feeling good. Hope you're up and about. Hope you're buzzing about. Like I always say, whether you're doing a school run, whether you're on your way to work, whether you're working from home, whether it's your day off, whether you're under the weather and you're trying to get back up on your feet, whatever it is, however you're watching, under whatever circumstances, welcome to the show. So big up to all of you guys, man. As you guys know, smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, all of that good stuff. We are very close to 128,000 subscribers. Oh, is it 128? Yeah, 128. I thought you said 128 away, but yeah, 128.
No.
Yeah, we probably nearly about that actually.
Probably it's that close. It is very close indeed. Yes. So who knows? Anything's possible in the morning. Last night there was a madness on the match. I don't know if you saw this, Flex. It was like I think we were at 750 likes, and I said I believe in the UV community. I think we can get to 1,000 likes like that. And 250 likes in the space of 30 seconds. That's a lot. That's a lot. They did it. It was that quick. It literally went boom.
The community can community. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what they can do. The community can community.
It's a late night and an early start for Flex this morning. Yes.
I got back at stupid o'clock, man. The grind doesn't stop. You have to keep at it. You have to keep working. And that's what we do. I will be announcing the winner of the shirt very, very soon. Very, very soon, actually. We have got a winner for the Diogo Dalot shirt. Obviously, there's a lot being said about Diogo Dalot's injury and stuff like that.
Do you want to just get that out there? Do you want to just put it out there? I feel like because last night as well, KG called you. Jurgen Fleck reared his head. I know it's been a late night for you, so Jurgen Fleck might be extra salty this morning.
Yeah.
He was going to call you, I think, after the game, but you didn't pick up. Do you want to just defend yourself? Do you want to?
Yeah, a little bit. Just like, I just think it's ridiculous what's going on. And if it continues, I'll just pull the plug.
Oh.
I mean, look, I'll just pull the plug.
There were lots of people speaking with Diogo Dalot on Monday.
Lots of people taking pictures.
One of them happened to be you.
Yeah. 100%.
Then he got injured.
There was other people, other fan channels, other fans.
You shook his
club
hand.
Media, loads of people shook his hand. I saw it in my own eyes.
You shook hands with him.
They took pictures with him.
You also said, "How are you? How's the injury going?"
Right. So asking someone how they, you see what I mean? So that's what I mean. I'm being crucified.
No, I'm just saying what some people are saying.
This is the problem.
Let's figure this out. I'd say we're just trying to figure this out. So
I've got an idea of figuring this out. How about when it comes to tour, when it comes to pressers, and when it comes to great opportunities to bring the UV community closer, like everyone says in the comments, when it gets to positions like that where I have a chance to do it, I'm just not gonna. Maybe I should just do that. I'll just do that.
Can you just wear gloves instead? Something like that?
No, I'll just
social distance. Show social distance interview. Something like that.
Not legally required, but I have to do it now. Then,
well,
what I mean,
I think Dalot would have appreciated it because In fairness, I think Ten Hag said it was a precaution last night, so you might not even be like totally. Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh. Is it my fault that Martial keeps going off? 70th minute.
Well, have you shaken his hand? Have you had any contact?
Well, no. So is that my fault? All injuries. That's what I'm saying. So are all negative things to do with the players my fault?
Oh, no, it's just,
Jinx.
I mean, on Dalot, he said he went off before half-time. We have to wait. I think it's not serious, but it was a precaution to get him off and not take the risk ahead of Saturday's important game.
Oh. Well, when I was speaking to the lads after the game, the guys who were on to me, big group of guys, big up to them. They were, I saw them before the game and they said, "Oh, did you touch any goalposts?" And and I was like, I didn't touch any goalposts, but I did touch Dalot, but it'd be fine. Then he went off injured. But so I more jinxed it before the game, if anything.
Yeah. Again.
But I said, if he's okay, I was double judged. If he's okay and it's precautionary, I want my apologies via fax, email, telephone, SMS, pigeon. What else? Comments, DMs. Yeah, send a pigeon.
Can I read out the message that you sent me after it happened?
You can. But wait, before you read out that message, it's because I knew what would happen with this community, you lot. And I was proved right. So read the message.
For F's sake, Dallo, everyone will blame me now. Laughter emoji.
And did that happen, Owen? Did everyone blame me now? Did Boy Kev ring me in the commercial break? Yes,
Boy
he
Kev,
did.
He did. He wanted to get the answers. Look, here's the hope. That it's not anything serious.
Look at that. There's good people out there. There's good. I knew it. There's good. There has to be good people. There's got to be more people like me out there. There can't just be people like Owen and KG and just
people. What do you mean people?
Just people who are just unreasonable and put stuff onto me that ain't me. Cornish made. There you go. Hey Flex, you're not a jink. That's just crazy to put that on you. Keep doing what you do.
In all seriousness here, we do need to stop because it's becoming a bit of an issue for Flex. Like he gets concerned now about doing anything or meeting anyone or touching anything. Like legitimately, legitimately goes, oh, I can't touch that. And it's all this. And I said to KG last night, I was like, I forget. So you folks that are watching this morning live or watching after the fact, I forget at this stage that people actually watch and people are watching. And I think so when Flex has to go out into public and get heckled or outside Old Trafford going, Flex, don't touch anything. It's some of the most ridiculous stuff ever. Let's be honest. Crazy. Like you have any influence over anything.
Bro,
and the fact that this is generated this much, that when Dallo went off last night, the initial reaction was, Flex, what have you done? Like you've done anything. It's crazy. It's insane.
It's insane. And you know what? I meet people in the street, right? People come up all the time to me and we talk, we have a laugh, take pictures, whatever. And a lot of people now, honestly, the goalpost thing is one of the biggest things that ever happened. They asked me straight away, I'm touching the goalpost today, did you? I haven't been, do you know what? In my normal life, 9 to 5, right? I'm not really around a lot of goalposts. That's not. And
I feel bad.
When's the last time you've been around a goalpost? When's the last time you've been around one?
That was me. That was me. That was a clip that I brought up to full view. I put it on there. It was so perfect. It was 4 touches.
Yeah, that was. I deserved it for that because I was like, yeah, but that was it happens. But it is what it is. Guys, I'm sorry that we've started our transfer view and we haven't discussed one transfer. We've been talking about my judge and lack of it. So yeah, we are going to talk about Wout Weghorst. We are going to talk about Facundo Pellistri and more. But like Owen said, we had to get that elephant out of the room because that I have to be. If I'm being 100% honest with you, do you guys want to open up and be honest with you? Really honest.
Yes.
There has been a lot of times, where things have happened. Where in my head, in private, I'll tell you guys now, I have gone, fucking hell. I tell you what, it's something. Why does there keep being a situation where they can say this to me? This is insane.
Yeah, it's not once. That's the thing. It's not just like again, the Brighton thing happened and that's it.
Brentford Stadium. Did I do that as well?
I don't think you did Brentford.
Just by going there to do. Don't go there. Don't do a preview there.
No.
Did I do that?
No, because the preview was somewhere else, wasn't it? It was in that pub, wasn't it, with Natalie Sawyer?
Yeah.
So that one didn't count. That one doesn't count. That one doesn't count.
Didn't Flex high five Ronaldo. I didn't.
No. You just spoke to him.
Yeah.
Look, you did the cabbage with Casemiro. He's been brilliant. He was great last night as well.
But Owen, they won't mention that. They won't say.
I just did.
I put you. I said they. They won't. You will because you're all right sometimes. The community. Sometimes they won't go, do you know what? Why has there not been a super chat or a comment in there that says, you know what? Flex really put that on Casemiro. Well done to him, because Casemiro has been unreal since that day. Since that day. People are talking about him.
It doesn't work
Cage has been saying he's the best thing since Keaton. Since that day.
Because it doesn't work like that. That's just his natural quality.
Because nobody wants it to work like that.
Because it doesn't.
I can't believe we've got nearly 1,000 people watching and we're not even talking about the team and the players. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
But Yeah, we've all got an agenda, Flex, as Hip Hop Geek. You do, against me. Exactly. And super chats. Eminor says, please don't lose any more UV panel members, i.e. Mina. Big up Mina. Mina's going nowhere. Yeah, Faz has gone on to pastures new. Just time to move on. You know, sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes things don't align. Certainly nothing to do with minutes and being on here as much as he wanted to and stuff like that. Nothing to do with that. But you guys know me. I'm a good person, clean-hearted person. So I wish everybody else the best, and everyone else can do what they need to do on what's best for them. So yeah, but Mina's not going anywhere. Big up Mina, 100%.
Yes.
Right, Wout Weghorst. Oh, actually, last super chat, VK. Big up VK. My sincere apologies, Flex, and for having Owen, the master, in wind up with you, 100%. Be amazing if the judge is real. Man United will hire Flex to touch all opponents. And Bobby G says, can we use the Flex judge in our favor? Go touch Haaland. LOL. Yeah, exactly. So sometimes people want me to go and infect the other players. You know what I mean? But yeah, big up. What are we saying? Wout Weghorst, deal nearly done. Verbal agreement. Not quite here we go.
No.
But it's getting close, no?
It is getting close, yes. And we do nearly have 1,000 people watching. So be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. And you're right, Flex, because mere minutes before United's game last night, Fabrizio Romano tweeted an exclusive saying Manchester United have reached full verbal agreement to sign Wout Weghorst. He understands the deal will cost around €3 million to Besiktas. Weghorst will join on loan from Burnley. Of course, the real sort of hold-up point was Manchester United essentially buying him out of this loan. There was no recall clause or anything like that. He also goes on further to say that the final step needed is that Besiktas will only approve the deal if they find the right replacement. Now, it's been speculated that that replacement is going to be Vincent Aboubakar from Al Nassr. They're waiting on his contract to be terminated. It hasn't officially been terminated as of right now, but the feeling is, as is the case with a lot of January moves, Flex, lots of dominoes have to fall and replacements have to be found. And it's going to be Aboubakar to Besiktas, Wout Weghorst back to Burnley, and then to Manchester United on loan for the remainder of the season. And to your point, it's not a here we go, but it's basically they need to find a replacement, then we're in here we go territory. So this sort of, there was a little bit of a concern maybe in the last 24 hours prior to this announcement that, Besiktas came out, they released a statement, didn't they, saying that they weren't going to be pressured or threatened by any Premier League clubs. There wasn't a recall clause or anything like that. But you can now see why United have been so confident, really, since the news broke, by them sort of saying, we're very confident this is going to get done. Player wants it. Burnley want it as well because they get a bit of kickback from it too. So it would appear, I would think, Flex, in the next, 48 hours, we're probably going to get a here we go from Romano.
So here we nearly go. We nearly go. That's what it is. We should have called the show that, actually. Here we nearly go. Yeah, it is. It seems like it's going to happen after the Cody Gakpo thing. And this was in the morning as well when I was like, it's this done, it's that done. I'm not going to say that, but this looks like it's progressing well. I will say that. Obviously, a complete different type of deal as well. And someone that we need for this little bit of the season. You know, I don't see him obviously lighting up and being a superstar like we've said many times. It's a plan B. It's something that we don't have. It's something just to get us by, to the end of the season. And I want to see that happen because we need the option. You know, I looked at my boy Anthony Elanga yesterday up front, just kind of struggling to impose himself on the game. You know,
I thought the criticism of him yesterday, must be said, was really harsh. I saw a lot of people really criticizing him, saying he ghosted through the game, he wasn't good. And I sort of went, wait a minute, he wasn't very good yesterday. And he did go through the game. But also, first of all, he's 20. People forget how young he is. He's 20. He's a 20-year-old, let's say, okay, maybe not even a United standard, probably not United standard left winger, but he's a 20-year-old, decent left winger who was playing up front for United. He ain't a striker. Like yesterday, by the way, it was the best example of why this still needs to be done, is it not? Because Martial can't play those games, and we need someone. Sorry, I interrupted.
100%. Yeah, no, but it's true. It's true. It's like you can't expect him to be a world beater. I think he look, Elanga came through when we was in a really difficult moment, and actually we needed people who actually could follow some instructions with a little bit of discipline and just be a good, honest player. And that's what he did in a really bad Man United squad last year. He managed to, to start his career. But yeah, I think the quality side of it obviously is becoming apparent. We knew that once everyone's back to sort of form and resembling themselves, that he probably would get less game time, and that's kind of what happens. And I think as a result of that, his confidence is probably not as high as it was. He's not starting games anymore, coming on through the middle, on the right, on the left. Sometimes it's just it's a lot, and he could probably benefit now with some football as well, just straight up football. So yeah, I look, people obviously compared to other players, when you've got Rashford playing as well he is, when you've got Garnacho doing what he's doing, when you've got Anthony curling it in from 25 yards, 20 yards, top bins, he's going to stick out. But he's doing his best. But I think alone is probably what's right for him. But in back to Wout Weghorst, it's like those are the games he will play. Those are the games he'll play. And then the Premier League games where we're still managing this Martial situation, and we just will, I think, for the rest of the season. We just will be like that, where we're kind of bringing him off, all of that.
Do you think he'll play more games than you think as well, Weghorst?
Yeah, I do.
I think because again,
you get a few starts,
especially considering for instance, like the City, Palace, Arsenal situation where you've got 3 games in the space of like a week, basically. That's going to happen a lot this season, and Martial is just not going to be playing every game. It just isn't. So I think he'll play more than people think. I think people that think, oh, he's just going to come to be on the bench and probably have these 10-minute cameos, it's going to be a lot more than 10-minute cameos, I think. Especially, look, if he does well, who knows? I'm all in on Erik ten Hag. I'm all in on Erik ten Hag. And if he says he wants Wout Weghorst, if he thinks he's the right personality, if he thinks he can press, and by all accounts his pressing stats are very good, if he thinks his hold-up play is going to be worthwhile, and he offers a different dimension, then who's to say that he might not do very well and play more often at Manchester United again? We're almost waiting for Martial to break down because of his fitness record. He's still, it's January the 11th today, has still not played 90 minutes this season, which is crazy.
No. There's got to be a point where he finally does play 90 minutes, surely. Like, I know, like he's come back from a long injury and we've got such a big run of games, but at some point he's got to. Maybe when there's a big gap between games, he probably will. So like a whole week or something. But I think for now, it's like every 3 or 4 days, isn't it? So
yeah,
he clearly doesn't think Martial's capable right now of doing that, or doesn't want to take the chance. Because again, we're seeing what happens if we do have an injury to him. Okay, you could argue that, well, Rashi's proved he can come on in this form. He can play anywhere across the front 3, from the right, in the middle, on the left. But ideally, we want to keep him just where he's firing from, and that's the left, So if Martial was to get injured today and couldn't play for ages, and we don't have Wout Weghorst, what would we do? It would be Rashford up front, and then Anthony, and then all of a sudden as well, you're thrusting Garnacho ahead of his schedule. He's already ahead of his schedule with this breakthrough season. We've read countless times that Man United didn't expect him to be breaking through at this rate this season, but he's kicked down that door. And even with the things with his personality and his attitude that players kept referencing, Ten Hag kept referencing, they've had to even tame that and work on that whilst keep playing the kid, because he just clearly deserves to play, but also circumstances. And if that was to happen, you'd have to then rely on him a lot more. And that's something that we've kind of not done too well in the past. When we've had a young player come in, the environment hasn't been good for them to come into. There's not a lot of leaders. There's not a lot of good professionals. There's not a lot of winners to help coast them through. Remember last year when the youngsters were playing, and I'm like, people like play the youngsters more, and I'm like, no, not a chance.
Yeah,
it's been horrible.
Exactly.
Now you look at the difference of, look at Kobe Mainoo coming in. Kobe Mainoo played yesterday. I know you got taken off by that point, didn't he? When Eriksen,
to your point, that's what you got to
training and being in a
You can only do it. And again, I saw this last night too. They're going, why? If we struggle with strikers, why don't we play Charlie McNeil? And you go, well, because you can only, like Kobe Mainoo last night, you can only put them in. You can only put so many in at once. And 2, you want to put them into a team that is playing well in the right environment. It's not a case of like last year, let's just play a load of youngsters in the team that's losing against big teams, have them get hammered 4 or 5-0 every single week. That'll be good for their confidence. And some people, it's very rare. Let's face it, it's very rare that young players can just come straight through the academy and go straight into United's first team and not have, not struggle with that transition. Yes, Garnacho's done it this season. Yes, Rashford did it. But a lot of players do need to go out on loan first. A lot of players do need to play in the lower leagues first to build up their physicality, or just some people develop quicker or differently than others. So, and again, you have to remember the environment that they're going into. Kobbie Mainoo last night was perfect for him because he was still surrounded by experienced players, senior pros, against the mid-table League One side at Old Trafford. He was insulated. He was protected. Yes, there's still a lot of pressure. Yes, there's still a lot of expectation, but that's the right time to do it. Someone like Charlie McNeil, it might take, he's goal scorer. So it's about putting the ball in the back of the net. So it could be about putting the ball in the back of the net for a championship side, for a League One side to build up that confidence. So, but the point being, going back to Weghorst as a rotation option, I think he's going to be more than that. I really do. Yeah. I think he's going to play more games.
100%. Let's get super chats out. Angelo says, "Sup lads, where's Mina? Been a minute. She's been under the weather, man. She's been under the weather. So she's been this bug kind of flu thing that everyone's got. I think everyone's had their turn of getting it. Just literally licking people down, man. People being under the weather. So yeah, strength up to Mina. She's good. She'll be back very, very soon.
New episodes of The Lone View coming soon, by the way, as well.
100%. New episodes of The Lone View coming as well. So check that out as well. Some other stuff planned. We've got a lot of exciting stuff coming here on United View. So yeah, look out for that. The last Lone View she done was really good, actually. Really good. Yeah. And there's some big games coming up in the Championship with our loanees as well. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. There's quite a lot of super chats here. I say apologies. Faz pulled a Seth Rollins and joined Triple H, says Sandy, with his boy Kev shirt.
Do you know who Seth Rollins is?
I do. Seth Rollins is the guy from WWE.
Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins. How do you say it? Rollins. I've always called him Rollins. Who's he part? I don't know what group he's part of because I can't remember.
Who's part of the Shield?
Oh, they're the Shield. There you go. Yes. Was Roman Reigns weren't in that, was he?
Yes, he was.
Well, there you go. Fleck. I'll be honest, when it comes to WWE, I'm not like the anime thing and the superheroes thing. Not new school WWE. I don't know a lot about that. But if you ask me about the proper, like, I don't want to be rude. But
well, if you do want to know more about new school WWE, you can always find it out on my channel, Owen Wrestle News 365. There's a lot going on. This morning, rumors WWE's been purchased by the Saudi Investment Public Fund.
They've got no more money to buy Man United now. They just bought WWE.
Wow, imagine.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, I do like WWF. I used to watch it all the time, but I haven't watched it in a very long time. Big up Dale, latest member of the UV Members Club. Big up to you. Ben Chappell says, has Faz snaked you, or did he know he was doing night stand? I had no idea of what Faz was planning. And just to let you guys know on this Faz thing, I'm not just going to keep like talking about it. He's gone on to pastures new after conversations. That's what he had to do. So yeah, that's it. That's all you're gonna get. Wish him the best. Didn't know where he was going. And it is what it is. That's what happens in the space. People move on all the time. And big up and peace and love to everyone. So yeah, in the chat, we don't want to see any, you know what I'm saying, trying to rile it up and cussing people and whatever. Just keep it love. And we keep it moving. What else we got? Burnley didn't want him, guys, says Simram. Well, no, he got relegated with Burnley and thought, I'm off. That's probably what happened. He came in to try and keep them up, and you know,
from Ten Hag, who sort of said that he didn't judge him based on that. He judged him based on what he had achieved prior to that, which is actually a decent goal scoring record at Wolfsburg. He had a really good record in Germany. I saw it was Jan Arge Flirthoff also tweeted out saying that he'd covered him for years, obviously covering the Bundesliga, and said he actually thinks he's going to be a really good addition for United. And again, it's about personality as well. And something that we talk Ajax guys were saying. I remember Sabi saying that, you know, he's hard worker and, you know, it's some huge opportunity for him that he never thought was going to be possible at the age of 30. So, yeah, I'm not on this. Oh, this is just where Man United are, the standards, or we couldn't have got João Felix. That deal is ridiculous.
Just wasn't.
And the expectation that the Glazers, who have never spent money, their own money, but definitely in January, would suddenly now decide to spend money when they're half out the door is crazy. That's just that just is not going to happen. So yes.
WJ Barrett says, really happy with Pellistri and Mainoo, bright futures. WJ Barrett also says as well, I'm excited with Horst coming in. We'll get a shock. Yeah, imagine he just comes in and just like Do you know what I mean? Just like start smashing it in that short. Like it's like a little Larson kind of thing. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dale, for the contribution as well. Also, just become a member of the UV Members Club, but also with a contribution. Appreciate that. And Shalil Patel, big up Shalil. Been a member for 6 months and says, Flex and Owen, do you think Anthony will beat his man more and cross if we have a 6'6" striker? Also, I think it will help Sancho playing with a target man. Well, I mean, he did it with Haller, didn't he? Big target man. I remember the game against Dortmund last season where they beat them away as well. I think they beat them home as well, actually. And I remember Anthony crossing from the right-hand side away at Dortmund and Haller getting on the end of it. Give me shades of that memory. So hopefully that, I think Ten Hag isn't going to get a player that isn't going to fit our system. He will know how to get the best out of Wout Weghorst. And I wouldn't be surprised to see it not all just in the air. I don't think we'll just go to a long ball team and keep lumping it up. But it is an option when you're under pressure and you need to hit the channels, you need to hit a target man to hold up the ball and keep the pressure off. He's going to do that for us as well. To be fair, Martial can if you play it to his feet. But again, in terms of headers and flick-ons into the channels and running off him, we can get runners in behind off of that. And yeah, 100% from corners, from set pieces, and just from open play. Now we do have that option to just literally swing it in. So yeah, I wouldn't see a full swing in that in terms of us just becoming a long ball team. But I think when the time's right, we'll see that alternative be used. Angela says, "Sup lads, where's me?" Oh no, I've read that one already.
I was going to say, by the way, you mentioned Sebastian Haller. Shout out because he actually returned to action for Dortmund in a preseason friendly.
Good man.
Yeah,
I
think it was
yesterday.
He
was back in training, so he got back on the pitch as well. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Wicked. Love to see that. Love to see that, man. And Dale says, been a while since I've seen a scout report from Boykev.
They're different people. The people don't understand this, okay? KG is a different person to the scout, completely different person. Boy Kev will be coming soon. I mean, he's a different guy. There's rumors that Boy Kev is going to be signing with Manchester United. Maybe a video about that might be dropping in the future. I don't know. These are just rumors. Exactly. There's lots of rumors going around.
Lots and lots of rumors. The time has come for the announcement of the Diogo Dalot signed shirt. The time has come. The time has come. Don't try and go to the video now. And you can go to the video and drop a like if you haven't actually, but you won't be entered.
I'd recommend it. It's a very good video.
Yeah, I would recommend that. It is a good video.
Especially with YouTube, what was happening yesterday. It's a disgrace.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, YouTube was just taking away everything, taking away all the views, all the comments, everything. It's crazy. Yeah. Saying you guys didn't watch it when you did. It's mad. So, right. Look at Mina. Mina's in the chat. She is a disgrace to the cheat. She says, it's fixed, guys. I won the Dalot shirt. No, you did not, Mina.
Fake news. Do not spread misinformation, Mina. We will refer to you as misinformation, Mina. No, you don't want to get a reputation.
That's a misinformation, Mina. No, it is not rigged. She did not win that. So, can we get a little bit of a fake drum roll? And can we get in the chat the hand emojis or something as like pretending you guys are all doing?
What's some drums? There's a drum emoji, surely.
Is there a drum emoji? Yeah. There's a drum emoji. Let's get some drums in the chat because we're going to we're going to announce. We've worked out already.
You've already worked out.
We're going to work out. We're going to announce the winner when I see enough. Yeah. Ooh, drums.
There you go. There's lots of drums. There's lots of claps.
Mark Anthony, Fitia. Yep. Here we go. Hannah. Yes. Nessie, everyone's got it going. Yeah, okay. And the winner of the signed Diogo Dalot shirt is Blakey. Blakey _78 UTD. Subscribe to the channel. You have commented. You have liked the video as well. So Blakey, if you're watching, please get in contact with myself via DM on Instagram or Twitter, whichever you prefer. I'll make sure I've got them on for today. So congrats to Blakey. I don't know if you're watching right now. If you are, put a comment in there, but get hold of us. And we're also going to pin it to this chat. So hopefully you're a long-time watcher and you haven't just watched that video and you don't ever come back because then you'll never know you've won.
Exactly. They would have to do a redraw.
Exactly. And what is nice is to see everybody in the chat bigging Blakey up as well, because sometimes you can get some bad-minded people saying, oh, no, why is it not me? But everyone's saying, well done, congratulations, mate. That is the community. So, yes, I don't think they're watching now, but they are the winner. And I will pin it to the chat so you can see that you've won. I will message back to your comment. And I will get the shirt sent out to you. So there is the winner. There you go.
If you want to wash Flex's judge off it as well, you want to make sure you don't get hurt or you don't get injured or anything like that.
It's been in my car.
Got to be careful.
Yeah. So I have obviously it's been on my shoulder. So if you're not confident about having it, maybe Blakey doesn't want it because of my judge. Bet he does.
Maybe.
But he still wants it. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And also, I think if he doesn't appear for a certain amount of time, we will have to redraw. But let's pick up Blakey for now and let's be on the positive. You know what I mean?
Congratulations.
100%. As Durain says there, congratulations to the winner. And to all the rest of you guys, there will be loads more things like that. Giveaways and shirt giveaways, merch giveaways, maybe some ticket giveaways as well. Who knows what we've got planned in the future. So there's way more stuff for you guys to get involved in. And you guys enjoy it. You guys really enjoy it. It gives you the chance to give us a chance to give back as well. Also, smash a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. And now we are going to be talking Facundo.
KG was very, very excited last night. He was very, very excited. And you know what? Deservedly so. Because
Facundo, so funny how he loves this guy because he just loves his name. He likes the name Facundo. He just likes it. Isn't it? That's really why he likes him from the start. Before we'd ever seen him play. He just likes the name.
Even in the fan view, I said, Marcus Rashford can't stop scoring goals. He went, but the spark was Facundo. And carried on. Jonathan Schrager is reporting, and as well as other journalists this morning, that Facundo Pellistri has received formal January loan offers from both Valencia and Flamengo, but the player ideally wants to stay at Manchester United in order to showcase his value to Erik ten Hag. His representative will meet with Manchester United directors imminently to discuss the plans for Facundo. So despite those loan moves or those loan offers there, it would appear that he wants to stay at United, which is kind of a contrast actually from what was being reported prior to the World Cup by his agent, which was, he's definitely going to go in January. But now they're suggesting he wants to stay. Ten Hag was asked about Facundo after the game last night, and he said, I see a future in Facundo Pellistri. It's very clear that he is progressing. I was also happy with him in the World Cup. Well done. Keep it going. So he was happy with his contribution last night. I suppose the difficult thing is with Pellistri, Flex, is that there are just so many people ahead of him. He's a right-hand-sided player, which we don't have at a premium, I suppose. Anthony is the guy in that pole position. When you spend 100 million euros, he is the guy in that role. There are some questions over his... there's questions on maybe his consistency, even though he's got 2 and 2. But maybe his sort of, on counter-attacks or taking people on, he really doesn't have a right foot. I saw that last night as well. There was a couple of times he really didn't have a right foot. When Jadon Sancho is back, looking pre-season, Sancho was on the right-hand side. So you would think on the left, it's Rashford and Garnacho. On the right, it's Anthony and Sancho. Where does that leave Facundo? Maybe it is a loan move. I'm not sure. But as of right now, when you don't have Jadon Sancho, maybe he can be an option. Again, he came on last night, got an assist. Again, it was a decent assist from him. It was the pass from Casemiro that was amazing. And we'll talk about Casemiro in a bit. Yeah. But where do you see Facundo's future? Do you see another loan? Is it going to be difficult for him to break in? What do you think?
I think in the long run, I think it's going to be difficult to break in. It does depend on some short-term things, though. It does depend on that because it depends what happens first. The January transfer window closing or Jadon Sancho coming back a little bit, or not even just that, Ten Hag just looking at Jadon and going, okay, he's in a place where to the end of the season now he can come in. Because if he has reservations about that and, he thinks Jadon Sancho's way off it and he's not going to come back till March, I don't know. I'm just saying a really bad situation, which I hope doesn't happen. But, it's another position where we will leave ourselves light. You could argue that, Anthony Elanga is more experienced than him. So he's next in line, which is why he's been playing more games than him. But you could argue that maybe Facundo could get that little jump up, especially if they sent Anthony Elanga on loan. Then you say, right, we keep Pellistri because we're not quite sure what's going to happen. Loads of games. We're still in all the competitions as it stands. Obviously, by the time the January transfer window shuts, we'll still be in all the competitions. So... we might be out. Well, hopefully we're not out of the FA Cup by then, but you get what I mean. But there's a good chance we're still in all the competition. So you say to me, you know what, just stay and then we'll look at it in the summer. But I think he does deserve some form of minutes or a home or something. But I don't know. I don't know. I just think that obviously the little cameo yesterday, I didn't even remember that was his full debut.
Yeah.
Because I'd seen him in spurts, but I remember they were friendlies. I remember, was it Brentford or was it Fulham? Was it a Brentford friendly or something when it was like half capacity? Sorry,
Yeah, it was Brentford last season. We had a couple of pre-season friendlies against Brentford and Everton. I think
Everton.
QPR,
Oh yeah. So I think
as well.
Oh yeah. So I did see him in them games, but yeah, they're not full. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
he
I think
did
that
play
should
in
play.
pre-season. He played in pre-season in that game against
Yeah.
Liverpool, and we beat him 4-0. He scored in that game. And he had quite a few minutes in pre-season. And of course, he got injured. Just as the season was about to start, he got injured and he was out of action for a couple of months. So any positive momentum he might have had or any opportunity to get in kind of got derailed there.
What Michael says there.
Yeah, he's got a
Pellistri has
chance.
a
We don't
chance
know.
because we don't know, and that's the thing. And you don't
And
know
he's
how he's going to
actually a
come back.
right-hand side player. He is
that's
a right
his
winger.
actual position. Yeah, and he's quick. He's tricky. He looked sharp yesterday. He does have ability. I was at Portugal. No, not Portugal. I did do a lot of Portugal games, but I went to Ghana, Uruguay, at the World Cup, and obviously he played for them in that game. He started that game with Ghana, obviously getting eliminated, and he played really well. I remember looking at him. I was on his side, and I thought, right, I'm going to be on Pellistri watch, and I remember thinking, it's. I've never quite seen a case like this for a while, especially with a young player who can fully get games for the national team. And I know you can say Uruguay aren't, they're not the best international team, but they've got an age in Suarez. They've got Nunez up front. They've got Valverde. They've got some half decent players. And he gets starts, man, and he all gets a lot of minutes, way more than he gets at Man United. But he can't get anywhere near the Man United squad. And you kind of think, are we missing something? Should we maybe just give him a little bit? I know when he got brought in that season with Ahmad, we were thinking, what is the planning behind this? What on earth is going on? And up till now,
it's because we wanted Sancho and we didn't get him. That's why we got Ahmad and Pellistri in.
Exactly,
irony of ironies.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think obviously we'll be saying keep him for our own selfish reasons. But it's got to be what's best for him, And again, I hate to be cliche, but I just trust in Erik ten Hag. I think if Erik ten Hag wants to send him on loan, that would be the best thing for him. If he thinks it's the right thing for him to stay, because he thinks he's going to get him some more minutes, then that will also be good for him too. I think there's going to be a lot of other players who need loans as well. You look at Zidane Iqbal, you look at Charlie Savage, you look at what's his face, Anthony Elanga as well, maybe. But I think we need to get Wout Weghorst in first before we look at any outgoings, because although Pellistri can't play as a 9, it's just attacking options just in that forward line. We've got to do it.
I mean,
is that Blakey? Is that Blakey there?
One.
That's not the one though. That's not the one. Wait. Sorry, Blakey. Wait, we might have two Blakeys here. So, Blakey, you're saying thank you, appreciate you dropping in, but the Blakey that has won it, let me just read it out properly, is the YouTube account. I'm only going off that, that's the one we've picked out. Blakey _78 UTD. So yeah, sorry. It's the _78 UTD. So sorry, Blakey 22. Sorry if you came in and thought, oh my God, I've won. It's me. Sorry, man. I wasn't trying to fake you out.
There could be a possibility. Yeah, exactly. It could be a possibility.
Yeah. We should click that Blakey account and see when it was just created as well, just to try and get it. Yeah. I know which one the real one is.
Yes, indeed.
Fake Blakey. Fake Blake.
As Mina says, that's not Blakey. That's Fakey. Oh,
nice try. Nice try. But we're the real Blakey. Please stand up. We know which one it is. We've got this is Owen we're dealing with. He's got receipts. He knows this is Owen's a real life detective person. He knows.
Yes, exactly.
So he can't trick us. Yeah.
With Facundo though, look, I think actually I don't think he's going to go anywhere now in January. I think given the circumstances,
because of that performance yesterday, or just other stuff?
A bit of it, but more so just because if you do look at the right hand side, even with saying Alanga's the backup option for the right hand side, he's a left winger. It's not even his preferred position. I think you're right. I think Elanga goes out on loan, probably to Everton. That's where it's been sort of rumored that he would go. And again, I think that would happen after Weghorst comes in, because then at the moment, I think Alanga's being kept around he can maybe play up front. But last night was evidence that he really can't. He can't. The right-hand side with Sancho, we don't know when he's going to come back. Again, people are assuming later this month or February. I know he's back at Carrington, but there could be a situation, again, we don't know how long these things take. It might not be till like March or April. We just don't know. And if that is the case, and that de facto would make Pellistri the backup to Anthony, and Anthony scored a goal last night, scored 2 and 2. But at the same time, Pellistri's far more direct than Anthony is. You saw it when he came on. He's a more traditional winger. And in games where you want to see people, you know, that's what I think so great about Garnacho is when he picks up the ball, you know exactly what his mindset is. I'm going to run at the defender. I'm going to run in the box. And yeah, the decision-making might not be great at the end of it, but that can be trained and that can be improved over time. So I think Pellistri stays. I think, again, it's another example, a bit like Garnacho, not as to a big of an extent, but now Ten Hag might be able to turn to his bench in a game and say, I can bring on Facundo Pellistri and I know what I'm going to get. And I think that's really important.
Yeah, agreed. 100% agreed. Keegan says, Facundo is direct, fast, skillful, good ball control, and intelligent. He is the alternative to the right, as Garnacho is to the left, and so is Ahmad. Yeah, whenever he comes back, he's doing really well. I know Mina's keeping a close eye on him. Mina's called herself a cheat in the chat. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what conversation is going on. I don't know what she's done, but she's calling herself a disgrace and cheat. I've added the disgrace bit in for effect. Is there any other super chats I'm missing before we?
Can I also say, Flex?
Good. Yes, you can.
Can I also say that we've got over 1,500 people watching. We don't have 500 likes.
I bet if I said there's a signed Martinez shirt, if I said I've got a signed Martinez shirt, have I got a shirt? I haven't even got one. I've got a signed Martinez shirt here. If everybody likes the video, all 1,500 of you, you're going to be entered into a chance to win it. I bet you it would just go.
The issue is that would be a lie, and we cannot tolerate deceit here.
People lie and say I got judged, and things happen and don't.
Well, there is evidence. There's strong evidence. There is evidence. There's a difference there. You have no evidence. Do you have a signed Martinez shirt?
True.
What we do have evidence of, though, is that we do have a David De Gea shirt, a match-worn David De Gea shirt.
We do have that. And Marcel will be wearing it on streams.
Well, you say that. Did you see the other day? I got so worried because I think it was Mark Ogden that said that Harry Kane could be an option for Manchester United in the summer.
Yes, Marcel was ready with his Nigel Farage. He laughed at me.
I sent him that. I'll see if I can find Marcel's response to it. I sent him the tweets and he went crazy. He said, and I quote, "There's lots of the emojis where the person's got their tongue out and has also got stars in their eyes." He said, "Harry Kane, let's go." He was very, very excited by it. We are not signing Harry Kane in the summer. Put it out there.
Oof. How'd you know that? How'd you know that, mate? How'd you know?
We're not signing Harry Kane in the summer.
How'd you know?
I keep saying this. Now he could leave Tottenham. That's a possibility. He could leave because how old is he? 29, 30?
Yeah.
It'd be a shame for him and his career and how talented he is to not win a trophy or anything major. But if that is the case, he wants to win things quickly. And if you want to win things quickly, go to Bayern Munich, go to Real Madrid, where you know you're probably going to win the league. Or you're probably going to win at least a trophy. Unfortunately for United, as a United fan, you know, us winning trophies is not guaranteed right now. And I just don't think it happens. But at the same time, we're most likely going to have different owners, different ownership, then anything's possible.
Well,
I said,
cheap price.
I said earlier this season, at a time in which we weren't doing particularly well, that if Manchester United won the league this season, I'd sport an Erik ten Hag hairstyle. You know, I'm not worried yet.
No, I don't think you need to be worried about that. We're not going to win the league.
But
so who did you say that to? KG? Yesterday?
KG. Yeah, I said it's KG.
Can I just say, you nearly made me late, you and KG, because I pulled up at the stadium. I thought, let me just check the stream's good, see what's happening, see what the comments are saying. And I was just engrossed in the thing about your dad, because you talk about the judge. You know, all them shirts there.
You went to get them?
Yeah, unbelievable. And the stories that go with them of the types of players that he's got. You think I've got the judge. You know, we need to get Owen's dad on the show, because his track record of the shirts is something else.
Yeah, so people might not know the story behind these, but Yeah, but basically, my dad's got a terrible record when it comes to shirts. Other shirts that he's had over the years are Phil Jones, Romelu Lukaku, Marouane Fellaini, Michael Owen. Owen Hargreaves basically ruined his career because then he had to retire after that.
Yeah.
He also, for England, after Euro 2004, got a Paul Scholes shirt. Paul Scholes then retired
That's the funniest
from international
one.
football.
That's and then the other way round when he's got the United one, but then he's come back out of retirement.
And then he came out of retirement. He's got a Radamel Falcao United shirt as well. So obviously I visited him over the holidays and he showed me his shirts from last season, which I forgot about, which we didn't have at the studio. And I brought them back with me. And this one, in retrospect, didn't go very well. This is the away shirt.
I mean, banished from the first team squad. Not going well.
That's that one. But it gets way worse. It gets way worse. This is mythic. This is next level stuff. This is not only jinxing the player, but also the number. It's a double combination. This is, it's incredible. Right? Get ready for this. I will start here. You can see.
So you're thinking, when you see that, you're like, you know what, Cavani, I could see why he tried to get it at the start. It's like, we tried it. But then when you see the number, he didn't even get to wear it that long. He didn't even get to wear it that long.
Well, it's not even that. It's the wrong kit. So this is last season's kit.
Oh,
so basically what happens,
I didn't even realize he's got the wrong. Oh,
he got this shirt. He got this shirt, and then what happened late on in the transfer window? We signed Cristiano Ronaldo, but the thought process was you can't change the number because the squad list has already been determined. It's already been put out there. There was special dispensation, so there's a Cavani number 7 shirt. Cavani didn't even wear number 7 last season.
Did that get a refund?
No, he couldn't. They wouldn't let him. They wouldn't let him.
They did. I thought they gave out.
No.
Oh, that's cheeky.
Yeah.
That is cheeky. Sophia's Football Talk's also got a Cavani 7 shirt as well.
Yeah,
because obviously, right at the beginning of the transfer window last year, obviously,
he was number 7.
He was number 7 outright.
When the numbers were put out there, he was number 7, and then Cristiano Ronaldo came in. So, but in a real nice end to this story, Flex.
Oh, she's had this kits from the season before.
Oh yeah.
She got it right.
To a positive end to this story, and to maybe take it a step further than you, because you're saying, it's not true, the judge, blah, blah, blah. But this season, he also has 2 shirts. One is Lisandro Martinez, won the World Cup. Tick. The other one is Marcus Rashford, form of his life. Scored twice last night, point to the head.
Yeah, it's broken.
That's what he's been saying. He said it's been broken.
Well, he's right. He's right. And I'm with him on that. Like I said, I got the Casemiro success story. That happens, he's been flying. Who else have I seen?
Although you doubted Casemiro.
So you're saying it's not judged then?
Well, no, I'm just saying let's not.
I didn't doubt him.
Oh, I have some news as well. I have some breaking news.
Is it here we go?
No. But it's news coming from Turkey.
I forgot to read this out. Yeah, that was about 20 minutes ago. Sorry, I forgot to tell you.
Özcan says Wout Weghorst did not attend Besiktas's team training today, saying he was in pain. He worked inside.
Oh, yeah. In pain. We can't sign him. He's not going to pass the medical.
It didn't say what kind of pain. It might be emotional. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm just feeling a bit like
lots of reports from A-Sport as well saying that he didn't train with the first team. He only did work in the fitness room instead. And also the Besiktas president said, where is it? He goes, it is a critical period. I will not leave the team without a striker. If we agree on terms, after getting a quality striker, we will send Weghorst away. Otherwise, Weghorst will stay in the team. And that is in reference to the developments, which are also being said online by various outlets as well. Hot developments are expected this week on Vincent Aboubakar to Besiktas. This will allow Wout Weghorst to join Manchester United as well. So, yeah, it's all going.
It's weird, isn't it? The triangle that we found ourselves in, isn't it?
I know.
With all of that. You know what I mean? We terminated Ronaldo's contract. He goes to Al Nassr, the club he goes to, and they're going, this partnership with Ronaldo and Aboubakar is going to be great. Aboubakar going to leave. He's going. And he's going to go to Besiktas because we're getting the player who's on loan at Besiktas. What a weird triangle we found ourselves in. Burnley, Besiktas, Al Nassr.
Well, I bet Ronaldo never thought it would be in a triangle with them two as well.
No,
in his whole career.
He cares, to be honest. But
no, he doesn't. He doesn't.
No, he doesn't
VK says, "What chances have we got for Wout to ask to wear 61 for Boy Kev?" Probably very little. Yeah. Adam says, Adam is the latest member of the UV Members Club as well. Love that. It's been quite a few members joining this show, actually. So if you would like to join the Members Club, you can follow the likes of Adam just there. The link is in the video description below. Always pinned in the chat if you want to join the Members Club. Get exclusive content, members priority chat, exclusive emojis, etc.
There's so many. There are so many emojis at this point. There's Flex. There's multiple KG ones. There's KG with hair, just normal KG. There's Boy Kev, different person. There's Queen Mina with the meanies or the minions. There's Marcel in there. There's Marcel's porridge. There's a crackhead in there as well. There's a flip-flop. There's red and yellow cards. There's me with sunglasses on, and plenty more coming soon.
If you remember, flex all your different emojis. Spam the chat with all your different emojis to show off to the others of what they can get by joining. Let us see all the emojis. Sometimes I forget which one. The one with you with the glasses is funny. I forgot about that one.
I forgot about that one. That was,
there they are. Divas put them all in there as well. Mike Feelings in there.
Oh, there's Hopium as well. Oh, the thing is, the Hopium one, I said to Josh that when he put that in there, because I didn't even know what it was when that was first put in there. And I said, why is it like bright lime green? It looks very radioactive.
Yeah, it does.
It looks very unsafe. That Hopium with the biggest syringe in the world.
I know.
Boy Kev's a good one. I like that one.
It's so random. But when KG actually touched my heart yesterday, actually. He won't think it did, but I left the stream yesterday actually thinking that was actually really nice when he said that actually, because it's kind of taken off here on the channel as an actual thing, and big up Sandy was actually got it printed. It's actually something really close to his heart. His mum used to call him that.
Yeah, his mum used to call him that, yeah.
And that means a lot to him. And to hear him say like, nah, it's really nice. Like, it's like my mum's kind of here. And that was actually really touching. And I think it's actually like, it just shows our community as well of how we connect on that level. You know what I mean? Like we all catch jokes. We all have banter and I've got good energy and good vibes here. And we always will. But it kind of marries the two together of that, like that respect, like the community's here for each other. They've got KG's back. KG's got theirs. We've got his. Like it's kind of, when he said it, it kind of just struck a little string. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's like it's immortalized in emoji form, And like you said, it's that the shirt itself, I believe, was even a Christmas present, that he just showed off one time, and then it's like now it's everywhere. Now everyone knows it, which is amazing.
Yeah. Duran is the latest member of the UV Members Club as well. Big up Duran. I think put super chat earlier as well. So yeah, big up to you, Duran. And Juicicality says, why did you leave the United stand, by the way? Come on, guys. We're a year and whatever we are now on.
It's like 18 months, isn't it? So
yeah, about 18 months. If you don't know, I've done a video of Mark explaining why. On to Pastors New, trying to change the way that I do things and trying a new journey. And I'm so glad that we've done that because we have nearly 128,000 of you guys in this community in like Owen said, in just under or over 18 months. It's such a blur. Everything's happened so quickly. And this is just the beginning. The plans that we've got here for the channel, the plans that we've got going forward are going to be absolutely insane. Is there a Fabrizio tweet somebody just put?
It just basically was about that not being in training today. Basically, saying he didn't train today, as the reports that we just spoke about. Man United have full agreement with Besiktas, Burnley, and Weghorst, but the Turkish club will only allow / sign a deal if and when they find a replacement that they want. They think that the reason he didn't train today is not to risk an injury to jeopardize the deal. But that would mean that again, Besiktas are actively working on finding that replacement, whoever that may be. But it's here we nearly go, as we said at the top of the show, I think.
Here we nearly go. Exactly. I would definitely agree with that. Making sure we've got any of the super chats.
Dr. Shubham says, will United make any other signings after Weghorst?
There you go. I think extremely unlikely. I would say 98% no.
Yeah.
98% no. Maybe even 99. Maybe 100 actually, if I'm honest. maybe
Yeah,
100.
I
I
don't think
can't.
so.
I can't see it. I can't. Who, how,
Yeah,
and even outgoings, I think would be skeptical.
unless something does happen with Wan-Bissaka. There
Got to
was
keep him. Got to keep
Well,
him.
there
Can't
was
sell
there
him to
was
Wolves.
there was some reports in there that Wolves were interested, but I think given how he's played, I think Ten Hag will just go, let's look at that in the summer. There's no
100%.
need, and we don't have the money to do it as well.
Yeah.
Nathan has been a member for 6 months. Also says, guys, quick question: do you think we've really turned the corner?
I'm gonna say yes.
Ask the end of the month.
No, it'll be a shame because you can see a lot of good things, even though you can say the people we've played. It'd be a shame to say I'm only saying we've turned the corner if we do good against City. You know, because it seems quite. Well, we have to put a lot of work in. You know, there is a better feeling around the place in general, whether we win, lose, or draw. But it is game by game. I am reluctant to say absolutely we're this, we're that, etc. etc. We're turning one. Yeah, we're turning a corner.
I'd say again. I feel. I mean, complete comparison to this time last year. I feel so much more positive about United. I feel so much more positive about the squad. I feel so much more positive about the manager. I also feel positive knowing that, yes, we're strapped for cash at the moment because we've burnt through it. I know that, you know, in the summer, hopefully we're going to have new owners by then, which is massive. So, yeah, I think there's a lot to be positive. I think, as you said, I think we're in the process of turning said corner whilst we're exploring those strategic alternatives and whilst the team is playing better. Ask me at the end of the month after those City and Arsenal games, and we'll find out how far we turn that corner. But we are getting there. I'm very positive about United at the moment.
100%. Another super chat from just Skicality X. Wasn't a dig, by the way. I miss you on United stand, and I'm sure many do. Would we ever see you back on it, or is that a no-go? Who knows in the future? You can never rule out anything in life, but probably not. But yeah, big up. I appreciate that, and I know it wasn't a dig. I know it was just a genuine thing. And again, great time there. Great channel. Great to see it do well. On to pastures new. It's as simple as that, because we are building here and we're building something very, very special. Why did Owen leave the United stand? Ben says as well. There you go. Just to add another one in as well. There's so many. Can you see? Adam says, can you see Aaron Wan-Bissaka staying in the summer?
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. I think we will get a right back in the summer. I think that. I don't think probably Ten Hag expected Wan-Bissaka to play as well as he has recently, but I just don't know.
Is that something though, Owen? Is that something we can look at and say he has improved?
But I think if you said to Ten Hag, not that he's going to have an unlimited budget, but you're going to have more money in the summer, I think he'd still be actively recruiting for a right back, and that would mean the end for Wan-Bissaka. And I think we have to not get totally blinded by these recent impressive performances. That is he still at the standard of what Ten Hag wants for his right backs? Probably not. But I would also say to Wan-Bissaka, you've got 6 months and you've got a real opportunity to change his mind, because you're already changing some people's minds at the moment. So anything is possible.
Yeah. Show Rahman says Flex is just a purple patch. He'll revert to type soon. And also we do need to, I think we know what his fundamental traits are and what they aren't. He's quite refreshing to see him back in the tackle again. Nobody gets past. He was doing that so many.
He's doing a slide
you just
tackle
can't
yesterday.
get past him.
I tell you, also loves a slide tackle is Malacia. He puts his foot in, doesn't he? He does.
He does. But Malacia, he does need to improve his decision making on the ball. I think he can leave a little bit wanting, and I think obviously he's young, can be a bit naive. Sometimes he's out of position, or so he's quite raw, isn't he, Malacia? But he's definitely one for the future. I like the fact that he's in there, but obviously, with the fact Luke Shaw just always proves why, remember initially with Tellez, we were like, oh yeah, this is a guy that, good crossing. Luke Shaw's like, no, mate, I'm miles better than him. Malacia, our first few games, we're like, this is the kid. Wow, we need him. Luke Shaw, I'm head and shoulders, mate. Brandon Williams, when he came through.
Luke Shaw. The fact that he can play at left centre back and not have any issues just goes to show how technically sound he is. He is 100%. A really good footballer, and his only issue has ever been himself. really, I think. And seemingly he's got that under control now as his, again, his physique, and he just looks better than ever. Another Ten Hag improvement.
Big up Menace says, big up Flex. I met you in KFC last year. Spoke about United.
What's your KFC order? What's your KFC order?
I've stopped going there now because I think it's gone so downhill. It might go back uphill if they're watching and they want to sponsor the show.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest. My order
is
changed
the gravy and they changed the fries.
No, is that why? I don't like the gravy. Never had the gravy. Don't want chips and gravy.
You've never liked the gravy?
No. Why would I have gravy? Chips?
What's wrong with you, Flex? The gravy's
excellent.
I always get my sides as 2 lots of gravy. I love it.
Ugh. No.
Yeah.
I want chips and gravy, man. That's
but
dead.
Then no, it's not. Chips and gravy. That is a rite of pasture. The only annoying thing is, especially when you're down south, is when they don't do gravy. If you go to a chip shop or anything like that, chips with gravy is a must. It's a must. And in KFC, you always get the gravy. You dip your chips in there and you dip your chicken in there. That's how it works.
No. Mina's saying the coleslaw for the win. I don't like the coleslaw either, but I do because I like homemade coleslaw where it's like sweet and more creamier. But no, I get a zinger meal, wicked zinger meal. But then I swap the two. I'm quite particular. I swap the 2 wings that you get for a piece of chicken for a thigh. And then I get chips and corn on the cob and a Pepsi. But the zinger burger's gone downhill. It's not spicy anymore and it don't taste right. The chicken wings, they've gone downhill. People
are not happy with the chips and gravy.
Yeah, it's dead. Rubbish.
What, in general? Just in general?
Yeah, I don't want gravy anywhere near chips.
Oh, you guys are crazy.
Give me mayonnaise, give me ketchup, give me sweet chili sauce, give me barbecue sauce, all of that. No. Why do I want gravy near my...
If you go into any chip shop up north, chips and gravy, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's awful.
That is what it is.
Mushy peas as well.
Chips don't like mushy peas. I mean, this is the thing as well. Is Flex will know I'm unbelievably picky when it comes to food. You
don't eat anything. I don't know who's worse out of you and Josh. You know what I mean? Anyway, on that note, smash the like on the video, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. We've got loads of content coming up. Games galore coming up ahead of the big one. We've got some interesting previews coming. I'll be speaking to Manchester City's Natalie Pike. She'll be coming back on the channel later on today for a preview. And we've got a combined 11 tomorrow as well in the lead up to that game. Let us know your combined 11s actually. Get involved in that. It's going to be interesting because we feel a bit different about the team now. We do feel a bit different. Look at our back 4 already. You're like, well, you're looking at like a Kanji and Ake and, okay, Stones is all right. But already I'm saying Varane Martinez any day. You're looking at left back. Well, Cancelo has done all right. You know, who else they got? Like Lewis kid. Luke Shaw's better than them. Right back. Okay, Walker's done all right, but Cancelo, you know, he gave us Dallo last time. Tom did. You know what I mean? What about now?
Yeah, we did.
But this time's a bit more. Look at Rashford. Different. Look at the front line now. Don't talk to me about Rashford, Grealish now. Yeah. Don't even talk about it. Don't even talk about it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. Interesting. Look at Casemiro. Oh, Eriksen, Bruno, Rodri, De Bruyne. Whoa, juicy. But anyway, yeah, so we've got all of that coming up as well. Smash a like on the video and we'll see all of it again very, very soon. A couple of super chats on the way out. Be kind to yourself and others always. Oh, lovely. Like that, VK. 100%. Thank you, VK. Great way to live life. KG Gravy is dead. KG. KFC. His gravy's probably dead as well if he made it.
Probably is.
Ben Chappell says KFC gravy is dead. KFC beans for life. Nah, it's not Heinz. Even the beans.
No, it's not. It's not.
I'm not on that. And I think, do you think we'll win a Premier League title? Do you think Eric will win a Premier League title with United? I don't know.
I don't even want Flex to say.
Yeah, I'm going to stay away from it because you know what everyone's going to do. Anyway, guys, we'll see you again with more content soon. Peace.